What's up, my nerds? I'm the roleplay gamer, and I like to party. Welcome to Gwent. This is the card game that was playable in The Witcher 3. This is the standalone version, and it's currently in closed beta. We have access to what they call a practice game, which is just against the AI, and we have access to a casual match, which is against other mortals. I'm going to start off with a practice match here, just to show you the mechanics as best I can, and then we're going to do a casual match, and I'm probably going to lose, because apparently I'm terrible at the game. But also keep in mind that it's, in my experience, it's really difficult to get started with. The matchmaking doesn't seem to take into account how experienced you are, or if it does, there just aren't enough players in the closed beta for that to even matter. So you do end up playing people with arguably better decks than you, and the progression at the start of the game is really slow. Like there's no like new player bonus or anything like that. At least none that I've seen. So we're gonna do practice here, and I'm gonna show you the Scoia'tael starter deck. Okay, so this is vastly different to what you might be used to with the likes of Magic, Hearthstone, and Elder Scrolls Legends. It's not a matter of summoning creatures that then fight each other, and you have to set your defending guys, and then you attack the face and that sort of thing. It doesn't work like that. It's more concerned with points. So there are 3 rounds in a game, and you've got to have the most points at the end of the round. And it's the best 2 out of 3. And then this interesting mechanic of like passing around and trying to, I guess, goad your opponent into putting down more of their cards than perhaps they should, so that you can win later rounds. It's very, very interesting. I'm not sure if it's really grabbed me yet, unfortunately. And on top of this is one thing I really do like. The decks kind of force you into a theme. You have the Scoia'tael deck, Northern Realms, monsters, that sort of stuff. And as connected to that, you have sort of like a hero card. So it's almost like, not that I've really played it, but I'm sort of basically familiar with the basic rules of it. But I guess it's almost got like a commander element, like in Magic. Sorry for the squeaky chair. So what we're doing here is we're just choosing 3 cards to redraw, and we don't have to redraw 3. We can. It's up to 3. And also the Scoia'tael have a special ability where they get to choose to go first if they so desire. And I don't think we're going to do that. That might be a bad decision, but I'm not good enough at the game yet to really know, whether it's that much more of a benefit to go first or not. So yeah, each deck is kind of, you're forced into a theme, which I don't mind. And they've all got their own special abilities, which I'll show you later when we play with a monster deck. Okay, so here's the score. This guy, look, he's already killing me with his score. That's an incredibly strong first hand. Okay, so I can do all sorts of things. Where we got a lot of little guys to play here. What am I going to do? I could just try and outmatch him in points. I might actually just throw down my own Geralt. And Geralt isn't too happy with that, apparently. Okay, look, I tell you right now, this is not looking good, for my first round. What I might do, so what's going on here is you can't not play a card, which is interesting, right? So I either play a card and thus waste a card, because I'm probably not going to win this round, or I just pass. What I might do instead is throw down Biting Cold, which is going to, lessen his points, but, I'm still wasting a card, but it's not a card that's going to give me points. So I feel like I'm gonna waste some time here. I'm gonna make him play a card, waste another card, right? And now I'm gonna pass the round here. So just hold the space bar and I pass, which means I can't play any more cards. Now my opponent can keep playing cards if he wants, but it would be smart to also pass because he's already won. So there you go. Now the board is wiped and we got round 2. We each draw 2 cards. I believe that's the case each time, and we go again. Now I have a chance to win. Now I have to win this round, otherwise I lose. As you can see here, this is his tally of how many rounds he's won. We have to win 2 to win. Okay, so what am I going to do here? I might just go... I feel like it's not a bad idea to go for broke. Actually, remove 5 strength for an opposing non-gold unit. So I'm going to throw down this archer, and it's unique in that it can go in any lane. The melee lane, the ranged lane, or the siege lane. I'm going to throw it in the ranged. And basically destroy that card, right? So that's not common. There is substantially less combat between cards, for lack of a better term, than you would see in, like I said before, the likes of Magic or Elder Scrolls Legends or Hearthstone or anything like that. Okay, so he's still winning, but, you know, we've wasted one of his cards, which is good. We can do a whole bunch of different things. We can Scorch here, which means destroying the strongest card on the battlefield, including our own. But in this case, he has the strongest card, so, you know, we could just get rid of it if we want. Or we could, maybe, do we have another archer? We do. I might just go reduce his score there. See, it doesn't matter that I haven't destroyed it. I reduced the score. Now, okay, now he's buffed it. So now it might be a good idea to actually throw in Scorch. So I've kind of, I goaded him into buffing it, which then ends up wasting another card, I guess. So in terms of just like pure card count, I'm doing pretty good. Add 3 strength. Okay, I'm thinking play a random special card from your deck. I'm just going to throw in the Elven Mercenary here.
Strength, my love.
And we get a card for it. Do I have to play it? Double the strength of all okay, I guess. It can't hurt, right? So I'm feeling pretty good about this round. I could pass right now, but I don't think it's smart, because he'll probably then just go like, you know, he'll beat me in points, and then I'm done. So this is where that gets a little bit awkward for me. It's like I'm winning, but only just, and I don't want to waste any more cards. Add 3 strength for all non-gold. No, I think I want to save that for later. A special card is played. Look, I very, very rarely get or play special cards. I haven't got that many in my deck, I don't think, so I'll just play that. And we'll see how we go. So keep in mind, this is only the second round. I've still got to win another round. My turn, right? So this is... See, it's awkward here. I'd really love to just pass. And I could, and it'd be a bit of a gamble. You know, I don't know what he has. He might have nothing. But I guess I'll play Hawker Healer. And substantially up my points there. You know. How are we going? I've somehow been buffed. So one thing I have a problem with is the cards that have special abilities aren't always clear. What's really good about the likes of Elder Scrolls Legends, for example, is it's got like rules. You know, it's got... I think the same thing happens in Magic. There are single word, there are keywords that you once you learn what they do, you know what they do, and there's never any doubt what they do. Gwent doesn't have that. Gwent just has like special abilities, so you got to like read what it says each time. So you've got to remember what each card does on a card by card basis, and it just makes it just that little bit harder. What am I going to do? I guess I really need to win. So I guess I'll just put down another card here. As much as I don't want to waste, my stuff. So I'm just going to pass. Because what's he going to have? I mean, it is a little bit of a gamble. He could have a big card. But he doesn't. He did something that buffed me. Play on a random row from anywhere when I go. Okay. So I won that. But I don't know how well I'm going to do in the next round. I might do really well. Because he's only got one card. So we'll play Sheldon Skaggs. He's just straight 10 points. How are we going? My turn. He's got no cards. So, I mean, it can't hurt to play the rest of it. It's the last round, right? I don't need to keep any for later. But that's definitely a thing you need to consider. It's like, do you want to pile on in this round? Considering that you need to have cards to play for the later rounds? It's very much, you got to be thinking about the long game here. And it's very, very interesting. Make no mistake, I really want to like it. I'm just not sure if it's really grabbed me. So there you go, that's a practice game. Let's go casual. and we'll cap off the video with some monsters here. So, like I said, I really like the Scoia'tael, and they got some really cool, like the Dwarven cards in particular. Some of them have this ability that allows them to stick around for the next round. So you could load up on this whole like army of dwarves, and they stay there unless destroyed throughout the whole game, which seems really powerful to me. And I'd love to build a whole deck based around that if that's even possible. I'm not sure if there are enough cards that do that. But as it stands, with how slowly you gain cards early on, because, you know, you don't get a bonus starting out, you know, which is fine, but because you're playing against people who already have better decks than you, it can be difficult to get bonuses at all, because you've got to win games to get rewards. So in that, I really wish they like gave you some sort of boost starting out. And it does put me off a little bit that it's already it's in beta, closed beta, and you can already spend money on cards. I don't know. It doesn't seem very CD Projekt Red to me. I feel like maybe they're using up a little bit of their goodwill there. Okay, we're against the Scoia'tael. That's okay. It doesn't bother me too much. One combination that I really have trouble with is monsters against monsters. Because you can throw in, like, when you throw down fog or something, it kind of benefits them as well, which doesn't work for me. So I will be taking fog. Actually, I really like this starting hand. Actually, wait, no. No, I don't want that either. Okay, I like that. What did I get? Didn't even show me. Come on. Did I get a foglet or something? I guess that's alright. Okay. How are we going to start? I think I'm going to start by throwing down impenetrable... the fog. Okay, the reason I'm going to do this is because I've actually got some cards in my deck. In fact, these guys here, that will come out of my deck automatically just because I played fog. Check this out. Beautiful. How good is that? I don't have to waste any of my creatures here. I love that. What's he going to do? What are you going to do, buddy? Okay. Gain 3 strength whenever a special card is played. So a special card, I believe, yeah, is Scorch or the Fog, like that I just played. That's special. So I've got to be careful playing special cards here, because this guy can gain strength as a result. So what am I going to do now? I think I'll just throw down a Foglet in the Fog. I've got the Fog. I may as well use it. So this guy's going to be buffed. Gains 1 strength when in Fog. But if the Fog is removed, then he disappears. Okay, so this is the card I was talking about. One of these dwarf cards. Keep on the battlefield at the end of each round. I'd love to have a whole deck of this sort of card. It's fantastic. And speaking of this, the monsters actually have their special ability is at the end of each round, 1 random creature remains on the board, which I like. So I'm gonna throw down Prize-Winning Cow. So the beauty of Prize-Winning Cow is, when removed from the battlefield, spawn 1 Chort unit. And that's a very powerful... There you go. There you go. He's helping me win. That's fine. I've got no problem with that. So what I like to do sometimes is, if I only have 1 Prize-Winning Cow left and I purposely end the round, the Chort comes out, because the board is wiped, the Chort comes out in the next round, which is pretty fun. Okay, I'm tempted to actually just... to pass here. I very well might lose this. In fact, I probably will lose it, but I'm kind of inviting him to, you know, overspend some cards here. Waste some cards for later. And this is where I'm not sure I've really grasped the strategy of it yet. Like, when do you pass? Okay, that's a little bit unfortunate that it was the Foglet that carried over. Because the fog disappears and then, you know, so does he. But I'm going to start off by playing Scorch, and this is going to get rid of that goddamn Mahakam Defender that I'm very jealous of. No problem. Now we're on equal footing. I like this. I like where this is going. Alright, so based on what he does next, it's going to inform my decision here. Okay, so he's put that that bad boy in the siege row. So I could conceivably throw down some, create a water hag here, throw down some rain, and you know, lessen its effectiveness there, which I think is what I'm going to do. Beautiful. There you go. The tactics, guys. The plays. It's I don't know. I don't know. What's he going to do?
Have strength, my love.
Okay. Alright. I don't like that. So the rain persists. Why is this guy... Oh, because he gains strength, because... The special card. Right. Okay, alright. It's sometimes a little bit tricky to keep track of. That's okay. So let's have a look what we've got in the graveyards. We do have some cool things in the graveyards. The reason I'm checking is because I'd like to play a ghoul. Remove a random non-gold unit in either graveyard from the game and absorb its strength. I'm going to play that. If I can just get it to absorb the chort, that'd be good. Oh, we're not going to win this. I'm almost positive we're not going to win this. Let's throw down a fiend. See, now we're in this stage where we're playing cards that don't have special abilities, and it just feels like it's like, what am I even doing? There's no strategy here. It's just I'm throwing down cards. Now maybe there's a level of strategy here that I'm missing, but I feel a little bit powerless, and I'm not sure if it's because of my deck or because I've made poor choices, you know, in the game. I'll throw in an Arrakis, and hopefully this will... Okay, we bring out the rest of the guys. This is good. This can work for us. As long as he hasn't got a slash. Alright. I don't like that. I don't like that. So, what can we do here? 3 damage. I might just slash the middle. Actually, that's not a good idea. I shouldn't have done that. That's okay. That's okay. What's done is done. Again, like I said, I don't think I'm going to... Seriously? And because it's a gold card. See, so there are bronze, silver, and gold cards, and they have different rules apply to different cards depending on what color they are. And Geralt is unfortunately gold, so he's not affected by most things, which is the most annoying thing on the face of the planet. Okay, I'm not gonna be able to pull this out. What do we... Yeah, there's no way in hell. Because, I mean, I've got potentially 2 decent cards here, but they've got to be played in either the row with the rain or the row with the frost. So that's not great. Yeah, see? So I've been steamrolled here, and that's that's okay. That's okay. I mean, I'll just be forfeiting in a second, no problem. Alright, it's a little bit laggy sometimes too, but I guess it is beta. Okay, so I'm just going to forfeit here. I guess, look, sour grapes, guys, but I guess I'll send a good game, just because I'm recording. Spoils the war. So, you know, I didn't win, so I probably shouldn't get anything. And the scumbag didn't send me a good game. Oh, no, he did. Okay, alright. Maybe not so much. Not so much a scumbag there, but there you go, guys. There you go. I win sometimes. I do. Maybe a quarter of the games I play online, I do win. I don't... you know, one good point, I think, is it feels less dependent on RNG and what cards you draw, which I do appreciate. But yeah, I haven't mastered the nuances of the strategy yet, so I haven't quite... gotten to a point where it's like, okay, if I do this, I am likely to win. It's more just, well, I'll play some things and maybe I'll win, maybe I won't. So I'm going to probably keep playing this fairly casually, trying to get a better handle on, you know, on the strategy here, and hopefully end up liking it a whole lot more. But, you know, just from what I've played so far, I don't think it's bad. I'm not going to say it's bad. Just maybe not my cup of tea. But, you know, we'll see how we go. Anyway, guys, what do you think of Gwent? Is it your style of card game, or are you more a Magic or Elder Scrolls Legends kind of guy? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to gently caress that like button. It needs love like everything does. Taste the game, be excellent to each other, and I'll see you next time. Roleplay Gamer, out.